friends, my name is some jackass of the YouTube channel, and welcome back to Army Gals. When we left off, we met a fairy. Now let's return to the game. So no one remembers stopping? I pull myself up to the grass, body aching. You don't remember either. None of us do. Hold on. Okay, just making sure I say. Maybe there's something in the air. What are we talking about? Why, we all just woke up in the middle of a field, unless you have some clue. The fairy. A silence flows, each woman looking at me silently. Then Rain bursts into laughter. The fairy. What are you talking about? Now that I think about it, I'm not completely sure, but those were the first words out of my mouth. Hey guys. My pack felt heavier. Look what I found. She pulled out a number of apples and pears. Maybe we picked these up before we slept. I guess so. She doesn't look convinced. I know she's not. Far more plausible than what I said. We still wasted time. Who knows how much? Maybe a whole night and day. Let's keep moving. We leave the clearing behind. It's still shrouded in murky doubt of what will happen. The forest is too dense to walk through with any ease, demanding all of our attention. Andrea's pant leg gets wrapped in vines, and Ida, ahead of all of us, waist deep in brambles. We can't go this way. This looks like this is each direction. Where exactly are we supposed to go? I don't know if we're going anywhere. Surely you could shimmy out of that mess. I'm fine. We regroup in a tight-knit circle, but brush pushes around us. We veered away from anything recognizable. There's no way we could have made it through here on the bike when Cheryl and I came through. That just means that there has to be a way around. We'll find it. Backtracking makes everyone unhappy, but there's nothing we can do about it. The imposing forest doesn't show any signs of letting up. Wasn't the meadow here before? My stomach sinks. Did we get turned around somehow? Guys, maybe we're walking in the wrong direction. Maybe you're gonna jinx us. Or maybe we're all gonna die of annoyance before we ever find a way through. Except Rain, she'd be the sole survivor. Sorry, if you guys don't make it, I'm chowing down on human meat. It's horrible. It's survival, don't judge me. Ida would do the same. She's not wrong. I can't even imagine doing that. I would rather starve to death. Say that because you're not starving. Speak for your own stomach. I think I could eat a whole vat of plain butter. Alright, Andrea and I will be over here not being cannibal freaks. So just the usual kind then. I scowl at her, but Rain just tilts towards me and on her feet, grinning. At least she's distracting me from the wall of impossible foliage to our left. What's that? A cave? Don't go in there, there's a bear! That was my immediate thought when I saw that cave. Immediately my thoughts of Hannah flood my mind. Fear titling my throat. Holy shit, get over it! I don't want to show it, of course, but my stomach sinks just starting to think of familiar blackness. My skin feels ashy, gritty. It's as if I'm right back in those caves. We should go in. What? Why? Are you crazy? What places are dangerous? It's unstable and dark. Why waste the effort? Because of that, she points. At the entrance to the cave, I managed to make out a distinct imprint, the heel of a boot. Someone went in there recently. I gave me a typical way through, the one that hikers use all the time. Yeah, or it might be nothing and a dangerous dead end. We don't know until we try. Haven't we survived long enough to take this chance too? We exchange glances, all of us trying to reach into each other's faces. I see bravery in both Rain and Ida. With Ida, it's expected, but I think Rain's changed since we started this. Some of her false bravado has become genuine bravery. Well, I think we should attempt it. It's worth the risk. I don't know. Hey, I offer my hand. Come on. Well, let us know that I'd like some comfort too, and I plan on keeping it that way. I know you're not afraid of the dark, right? She shakes her head. It's not even that I'm afraid of anything in the cave. Not really. It's the fear that we're wasting time, that we'll get lost or sidetracked. You won't. I trust Ida. Walking in a random direction for what could be miles? That's getting sidetracked. My voice carries a confidence I'm not sure I really feel, but it does the job. You're right. Her hand closes around mine. Yeah. Rain takes her other one, and in the move that surprised me, Ida completes the chain. Together we march into the cave. So they're all holding hands? Kinky. We walk side by side for as long as the passageway allows. Look! On the wall, splotchy red spray paint forms an arrow. Points further into a cave, a silent command. Maybe this was really used by hikers. I thought you were just making things up. I kind of was. To our relief, it's spacious inside, though dark. We soon have our light to our lantern. Ew, the walls are wet. Don't touch them. It smells musty in here, the scent thickening the deeper we go. What was that? Andrea grabs Ida's arm, slowly not letting any of us move forward. I swear What? I saw someone. Move just a little. Just out of the light. Can we not? Because I didn't mention it before coming into the creepy cave, but I really have to pee. I didn't see anything. They were standing over there. I promised I saw someone. I saw the outline of their head and shirt and shoulders. It just stepped back a little, like they were keeping out of the light. I probably moved the lantern, and the shadows moved strangely. They're overthinking it. If someone was there, they would have said something by now. It was nothing. Let's ignore it. Okay, so we're getting down to the final situations. Yeah! Alright, here we go. It gives me a sharp, approving nod and presses on. We move a bit slower. The dark shadows all start to take on a strange shape. Now that I'm looking for them, suddenly, Ida turns around. What is it? Nothing. Andrea and Rain exchange looks, both of them pale. I'm having second thoughts. You should just go back. You too? What about you, Kyle? My male ego rears its head, sensing the chaos chance to prove itself. It's creepy, sure, but I'm not shaking my shoes in there. I could keep going, but the violence getting from Rain and Andrea are enough to make me reconsider it. They're not having a good time here, and I don't want to force them to do this. Maybe. Seeming getting to Ida, she folds faster than she usually would. Let's go then. When we move toward the entrance, I see a shadow between us and a distant light. Is that? Hello? It moves toward us. Who's there? This serious figure doesn't answer as they approach us. We need some help. Please. Say something. The red eyes sparkle with crazy glee at the sight of us. 1, 2, I found you! Silent edges towards us, and we back up until he's forced us into a chase. We plunge deeper into the cave, scrambling footsteps gaining at our backs. Ida spins around. Ida, no! She tries to fight him. She takes a swing. I hear the lantern break, and we're all plunged into darkness. Between snarling anger grunts and pained yelps, I can't keep track of the fight. But I feel Ida goes still beside me, surprising weight of the assailant on my chest. His hands claw at my face. He grabs me, his sharp fingers digging into my cheeks, and slams my head back to the ground. My senses spin to the sound of scuffling and husky, mad laughter. Wiry, polished hands close around my throat. I squirm against the grip, kicking and fighting as best I can, but I can't dislodge him. The need for air starts to become a deep burn in my lungs, as if the fist burst at any moment. I call for his eyes. I try to punch him off, but nothing works. My strength fades. My arms grow heavy, chest searing. Suddenly, he snaps my head back again, lights bursting between my eyelids. My head lights, attention and strength draining. Even if I gulp down much needed air, everything fades. What? What happened? My eyes are just slowly bringing the scene into focus. Well, we're off to a phenomenal start. Probably going to use this as a thumbnail, so you never know. I just love this picture. I'm pulling the strings of my ankles, but it's not rope. Metal chains are fast and tight, and I struggle against them until my muscles tire out. My chest heaves. Why is this happening? I have to find a way to get out of here. Edith's sudden voice almost makes me jump out of my skin. I didn't realize you were awake too. You look pretty banged up. I'll live, maybe. Need to be working on that. Suddenly Rain starts thrashing. A small trickle of blood flanced down her arm from ride marks around her waist. She must have been at it for a while too. I try to remember what happened, how we all got here, but it's a long, dark blank in my mind. The lantern in front of us isn't ours. Didn't it break? This one must belong to him. Wait a second. Is that... My eyes are drawn to a distant corner. Hannah? Hannah! Anna? Oh, you mean that's her. I thought she was dead. That's her just dim lighting. Her blonde hair is a complete giveaway. She hasn't been awake since we came down here. Wasn't you knocked out too? No, I faked it. I thought maybe I could get away if I did that, but he never gave me the chance. At least he didn't have to knock me around so much. Something stirs in the silence. Kyle? Hannah! She lifts her head slowly, blinking through a haze. Hannah! How the fuck did you live? She smiles despite how weak she looks, even worse than when we first met. I thought you were dead. Nope! Almost. Hopefully. She stares at the dark ceiling ahead of us. I thought the same thing about you. I woke up in the dark. I tried calling out for you. But I couldn't make it to the exit, buried all of that one in rubble. And then someone did answer. For a second, I really thought it was you, but she whispers softly, her face crumpling as if just realizing where she is for the first time. It wasn't. Maybe I should have looked harder. I shouldn't have left her. How did you get down here? He brought me. Reed. He... She trails off, glancing down toward her foot. He found me. I think he knew where I was the whole time. My ankle is still hurt, and he's been keeping it that way for a while now. Trying to make sure I don't go anywhere. This whole forest is like that maniac's playground. When I saw his face again, I remembered. I think he's been following me ever since I hurt my ankle. She lifts her head. Listen, Kyle. You and your friends. You have to get out of here, okay? Somehow. You can't stay here. I don't know how we're going to do that. I'm working on that, but you have to promise me you'll take the first chance, okay? No matter what it takes. He does things. At night. Threatens to kill me if I don't. My heartbeat close to my throat, rage beginning to well up. He might do the same thing to one of your friends, and I don't want that to happen. Her voice wavers. Find a way to get out of here. Run while I can get the chance. We're all finding a way out. Together! You don't know him. You don't know the kind of things he's capable of. I think I get the idea. Hot. We outnumber him. If we could just get the upper hand somehow. How? We're literally in chains. Hot. There has to be a way. Hannah, you said you were working on one, right? I mean, in a general sense, we all are. But I don't want him to take it out on all of you if it fails. I have an idea. What is it? Look who's awake. Our captor strolls and abruptly halting all talk of our plan. Reed, what did you take them for? You have me, remember? Shut up, whore. I think your word is worth the same as 3. Don't know about this one, though. I'm sure she's got into a fight with a lawnmower. He moves in towards Ida. You stay away from my woman. Don't give her all the attention. Reed blinks owlishly as the back shifts to Rain. Don't think you're going to have a little friend here by taking up my time. All you women are going to get turned with me. I'm not interested in helping her. I'm not interested in helping me. I think we've got some kind of arrangement, don't you? I know what you want. A big guy like you with a dungeon and chains at the ready. Rain winks. It doesn't take a lot to figure it out. I'm more than happy to help, as long as you don't hurt me. Reed laughs harshly. Are you just that loose? You like giving it to guys who boss you around? Sure do. Knows what he wants and how to take it. Why don't we get out of here? Me and you. I want you first. Reed grabs her around the throat. Stop! I call the shots here, woman, not you. And if I take you, that's good. That's what I want. I don't give a damn what you get out of it. Got it? Rain nods as much as she can, color rushing to her cheeks as she fights for air. Finally, she gasps. His hands falling to his sides and fingers curling. He removes her chains and I'm left to stare at her. He pushes her out of the room. That was her idea. It sickens me, my stomach turning in knots as I stare at where she disappeared. There's no way she wanted to go with them, is there? Ida says nothing. She's out of her chains. Maybe she can do something. Or maybe she'll try and get herself killed. This is why I wanted to handle this. What he'll do to her. She'll shake her head in dismay. Hannah, you can barely walk. It's not your fault any more than it is anyone else's. It doesn't stop the weight of responsibility from weighing down on me too. She's my friend. And for as much as she acts otherwise, I know she doesn't want this. She's doing it for us. No shit. We wait for what seems like an eternity. Any attempts to escape are fruitless. Just circular arguments and ideas. Then I hear footsteps again. I want to fight him. I want to scream at him. To beat his face until he's unrecognizable. The anger wells in me. Rain? Where's Reed? He's out of it, for now. I'm so busy searching her face that I don't even see what she has in her hands until she holds them up. The keys? How did you... She presses her fingers to her lips. There's no stark comment or lewd reference that follows it, which is the only tell that something really did happen. She goes around each of us, unlocking the padlocks to keep the chains in place. You're a saint, Rain. She smiles miserably. Yeah, tell me about it. Come on, let's get Kyle's friend. Anna. She lifts her eyes tiredly. I don't want it to happen to anyone else. Come on, we can all get out of here. The lock is rusted and old, difficult to turn even with the key. Are you sure this is the right one? I think so. It's just hard to move. I can feel it give a little. Ida tries her hardest, twisting the stubborn key until she's right in the face, her knuckles white. Move. Let me try. I fight with the key until it turns heavily inside the lock. We scramble to get the chains off of her, and I pull her to her feet. The group makes a run for it, going as far as our legs can carry us. Just as our energy begins to run dry, we reach the forest again. Then a shadow falls across us. Oh no. You are in my woods! You belong to me! Hannah turns around, stunned. Reed, wait. You should have stayed where I put you! He pulls out a gun. Aye. So these are the last few options that we need. So now, we protect our ladies. Look out! I rush towards the girl, more on instinct than anything else, sending them stumbling and falling like dominoes. They sprawl across the ground as far as I can cover them best I can. Ah! Multiple shots ring out. Beneath me, Rain is curled under my body. Andrea is shielded by my shoulders. She's fallen mostly on top of Ida. But now we're sitting ducks. In a brief lull, I turn. Hannah's on the ground too, as I make a running charge. Reed's eyes bulge, his hands shaking so badly with rage that he can't even hold the gun straight. Another shot fires off, and somehow I'm still alive, still moving. I grab Reed's wrist, pointing the gun away from us both as best I can. Reed is strong, or as lanky as he appears. A raw, furious strength surges beneath those deceptively wiry limbs. I try to wrestle the gun away from him. I catch a streak of blue out of the corner of my eye. Before I realize what's happening, Rain's jumped on from him from behind, sinking her sharp little teeth into his neck. Reed gives a guttural yell, trying to thrash away from her. But another bullet fires up the stone above our heads, sending dust spiraling down. Ida suddenly tackles him, knocking him over and sending the gun spinning away. No! I scramble after it, Reed's fingers reaching for it at the same time. She's gonna get it! Reed suddenly gives a howl. I glance over to see Andrea standing over Reed, who's curled up holding his crotch. Damn. I grab the gun, my fingers closing against the cool trigger as I pointed at him. Girls gaze at me. Do it, Kyle. Pull the trigger. Andrea looks pale and tired, but not afraid. She nods weakly. You should. After this, he deserves it. I stare at Reed. Should I? Is it my right to take his life after what he's done? Yes! Do it. Let's see if you got the balls. He grins at me with teeth almost as yellow as his hair. I look at the girls and then back at Reed. The gun shifts in my grip. Knock, knock, motherfucker! Finger curls to the trigger, sending a bullet straight through his chest. I keep pulling it, but the gun only clicks empty. I stare down at Reed, his eyes still open and breath drawing noisily. He dies. Slowly. We can't stay here. We walk for a long time in tense silence. My legs wobble beneath me, my head feeling numb. It's so odd. The only sound following us is our footsteps. The wind isn't humming, and the birds aren't chirping. There's one more choice that we need to do at the end, and it's very weird. The world has gone quiet. Why is it so quiet? At least someone had the balls to say it. Then why don't we sing a song? Sounds like a good idea. Any ideas? Red Zepp's Staircase to Heavens. We all turn to Ida, our jaws sitting on the ground below. Are you serious? How the hell is that a good hiking song? Ida just shrugs. I think it's a good idea. Why don't we give it a try? Hannah looks at me, her eyes silently pleading. I agree. Let's give it a try. Yeah, why not? Fine. Can I just hum in the background like a background singer? Well, I definitely expect to see you in the back as a backup dancer in a music video anyways. Pretty much the same thing, so you may as well. You have my permission. After Andrea and Hannah managed to convince Rain not to slap me around, we start our shaky chorus. At first, we're really bad, no thanks to Ren's humming. But after dozens of minutes pass, we begin to get the hang of it. The song turns into something of an anthem of hope as we tread along. At some point, the sun goes down, but I barely notice. Are we going to stop for the night? That's not an option. We've lost everything. Our supplies, our sense of direction. I mean, we've just been walking randomly this whole time? We could be going the completely wrong way. We've come this far. I know that we're going to be alright. Yeah, can't be that far from civilization now. We've been walking for days. We have to keep moving. Just stopping is impossible, and neither is figuring out which way we're going. Now, I think this is the right way, but there's no way I can be certain. Andrea's face falls. But how? How are we going to make it back? However, we have to. We'll walk through the night if we have to. That's right. We could just start singing again if we get too tired. It will give us something to focus on. Suddenly, trees around us seem to shift. Light spills across the leaves. What the hell now? A UFO? But the light vanishes. Wait, listen. Is that... an engine! There must be a road up right there. We take off running, and there it is. The road. Salvation. We practically lay on it half sobbing. We made it. We actually made it. We even managed to flag down a car. The story of what happened to us circulated quickly around such a small town. Giving statements over and over to the police was exhausting. And I am actually going to stop it right there, because we're basically at end game. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in most likely the final part of this playthrough of Army Gals. Jackass out!